Hey, John from FastSexBlog.com. Today I want to just talk about some key developments for my niche sites in September 2020. It's just basically a monthly update with income report attached to it. So first thing that happened is I decided to switch a little bit my content sources from focusing more on content mills and hiring some in-house. And the reason for that is I wanted to spend more time and money on updating and improving old content. Really the best way to do that is with in-house writers. Now they're also generating new content for me. Overall, I'd say the experience so far has been outstanding. I wish I'd done it earlier. My cost per word is very, very reasonable, and the quality of content is excellent. I'm able to get old content updated. It's just been a very, very good experience. Now, I resisted for years because there's a lot of legwork involved hiring in-house, and you've got to put out the ad, you've got to field all the offers, you've got to filter down, you've got to make a decision. The decision making is hard. You got to get people on. They're not always going to work out. Then you got to train them, and then maybe you got to let somebody go because they're no good or they don't show up, and all of these things, and then you got to hire again, and on and on and on and on that you get when you deal with hiring people rather than just dealing with a service that just makes sure that your content gets written. So if you're prepared to do all that, and it took about a week, I would say, before I was fully up and running with these writers, then it can be a very good experience. So definitely, like, one writer that I hired is just phenomenal. I think I got very lucky. The other ones are more part-time. I'll see. I'm hoping one is going to actually go full-time, but I give them a little bit of lead time before they're going to ramp up, because you can't hire someone and say you got to start like tonight, right? Try to be reasonable. So we'll see where it goes, but one so far has proven to be really, really good. The other big development was Facebook traffic. Boy, I don't even know I don't even know what to say about this, but like I had like 10 to 20,000 visitor days from organic Facebook traffic in September for my niche site. It was like a happy accident. I was running all my posts via RSS feed and Meet Edgar posting software, and all of a sudden it was like, I noticed a particular post started doing really well in early September. It's a new type of post I started putting on the site. So I never noticed this before. It was new. So I saw that and I realized these same types of posts were the ones that were performing well. And I'm not talking like 5 shares well. I'm talking like 50, 100, some have like 300 shares, which is serious traffic. Now, it's not every one, but it's enough that I got pretty excited. So I cleaned out the entire library on Meet Edgar, and I'm just posting these now, and I'm testing different schedules. And so the results have been great. I'm very happy about it. I just don't know how long this is going to last. And Facebook's getting a little bit weird. I got to tell you, weird stuff. So I went from basically like a dead Facebook page to all this activity and this viral activity and engagements, like boom, off the charts. And so then Facebook blocked my access as a publisher. I couldn't even post anymore, and that was weird. So it got disconnected in Meet Edgar. I was baffled. It took me like almost 2 hours to figure it out. And then I realized, they want me to verify my location or so. So all these hoops to jump through. I get it done. I'm posting again. Meet Edgar is working also. The next day, boom, it does it again. And so, anyways, if you're dealing with this, I don't know. I couldn't even find anything online about what this problem was. If you're dealing with Facebook and you all of a sudden are getting great results and then you get blocked, well, somehow you have to provide this 2-factor verification through mobile Facebook, and then you have to verify your location. And even then, I don't know, Facebook seems very finicky. I asked Meet Edgar, they said, yeah, Facebook's going to be really sensitive through the election, maybe beyond. So I'm dealing with it. I just hope I don't get blocked again. It's going now, because, if I have to unblock and deal with it every day, it's totally not worth it. But I'd sure love to just be able to just, keep grinding out the old Facebook traffic. It's kind of a happy accident. I can't even tell you what the formula is, because I don't even know. It's just this sort of random fluke thing of a type of article. I'm not going to tell you the type of article it is, so don't ask. I'm not going to give away my niche or any of that. So that's as much as I'll say on that. But if you do have Facebook, it might be worth trying for a few different things, because there is some action there. Now let's talk about the numbers. The niche revenue numbers for September were excellent, a record 81,000 and change. Highlights, the biggest niche site has really done well this year, has really grown year over year. Big time display ad revenue, affiliate revenue is up, traffic is up. The Facebook boost sure didn't hurt, I can tell you. Search traffic's plateaued, but Pinterest and Facebook's doing well. Pinterest plateaued a little bit. Other notable niche sites, my smartwatch site's doing great, broke 4 figures. I'm very happy about that. That's a passion site of mine. I'm really into smartwatches. yeah, it's kind of a fun site. It's a tough market to crack, really tough, super competitive. I don't really care. I kind of like it. I kind of like the smartwatches, like playing around with them. So just going to keep kicking that site down the road. And another site hit a little bit over 2,000 a month. Quite happy about that. That's growing nicely. These other niche sites, you have to realize I only have a limited time and money to put into them because I really do focus on my biggest site, which I think most people would. The other ones I'm growing slowly. If it takes several years, I'm fine with that. They're really just to be a little bit more diversified in the long run rather than dependent on one site. But I realize it's going to take a while. I have a whole handful of other niche sites not mentioned in the income reports. They're new sites this year. I'm not going to include them in. I don't need to put them all in. But there's 2 on there that have broken 4 figures, so very happy about that as well. So it was an excellent month. Expenses stayed roughly the same, about $10,500 for your usual laundry list of software, VAs, and content investment was a tad under $5,000, which is definitely on the low end for me. It's going to go way up in October, having hired some in-house writers. I'm prepared for that, but that's going to be worth it. It's an investment in the future of my sites. That's a wrap on September. It was a great month, interesting month. And I believe I'm going to be very busy in October dealing with all of this, and fingers crossed on the old Facebook party. Thanks for watching.